And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the New York Yankees taking on the Cleveland Guardians. John Shambi along with Chris Singleton, and singing the big bat in the lineup so far this year, Kyle Manzardo leads the team at OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks, he'll barrel up the baseball, he'll hit the ball in the gaps, he'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
So just about set now. And on the mound today, Joey Cantillo. How about a scouting report on him?
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
All right, ready to get underway. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Fastball for a strike. And we're underway here this afternoon. On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, the second baseman.
So up next, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch just misses. Kicks and fires. Swing and a foul straight back. Cabrera gets his lead at first. Nobody out. There's the strike. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Couldn't chase that time.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Left-hand hitter waits. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Runner at first with no outs here. Got him looking. Throws him with the heater at the knees.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
And now the big-time power threat, Brett Myers. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. That one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next pitch downstairs, and it's 2-1. And delivers outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sizes this one up. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here is Aaron Judge. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swing and a foul pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And now he's fallen behind Judge. That's off the mark, and the count is 3-1. Cody Bellinger hitting on deck circle. (3-1) now. Inside corner for a strike.
This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
So 2 aboard and 2 out, scoreless game. And stepping in for the Yankees, Cody Bellinger. And that one sliced foul. Two on, 2 outs. That's hard hit on the line. Thomas pulls that one down, and that'll do it. Yanks strand a pair, and now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Progressive Field, and our pitcher in this game, Luis Gil. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Steven Kwan stands in now and watches strike 1. And the 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Will Brennan in the box now. No balls and a strike. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And there's one down.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Jose Ramirez, batting with one down, takes a strike. Man at first, one away. That's out to center field. Bellinger drifts towards it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Out number 2.
Batting fourth.
Okay, let's check out the lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
0-1 down. There's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
And down on strikes. That's the third out. Inning over. Guardians turned away in the first. We played one in Cleveland with no score on the show. Second inning set to go. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Goldie, a former Gold Glove winner, 36 years old. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Jesus Sanchez stepping in now for the Yankees. Not close with that one. Ball one. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Batting eighth, the shortstop.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And there's two away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 28, Austin.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. And there's a base hit to the left. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. Two on now with two away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Fly ball down the line, and that's a fair ball. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Swings through that one. 0-1.
One strike.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
That misses, and the count is 1-2.
It's a good take.
The 1-2. Just missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with two strikes here. I love it.
Two outs. And another ball.
3-2, two out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Brett Myers waits on deck. Got him looking. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Here in Cleveland, bottom half of inning number 2. And here's the first baseman, Kyle Manzardo. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
No. And another ball. Out to short, Volpe. Fires across the diamond. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting 6, the shortstop.
Here's Brian Rocchio.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
In for a strike, 0-1. And he pumps it a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Home team down a run here in game 1 of this 3-game set. 99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. He swings and fouls one off. The Yankees leading by a run, bottom half of inning number 2. In there at the knees, and that is strike 2.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
And they'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And 1-2. 2 out, space is empty. Towards first, and that hits off the base, and it's through for a hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Here's Lane Thomas. He was 1 for 4 back on Wednesday. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. He made him pay for that one. His first homer of the year, and that gives him a lead. It's 2-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
2 outs, nobody on. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
That's a strike. Line drive, base hit, right field. And that keeps the inning going.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Now fly ball to right center. Judge makes the play, and it's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Brett Myers. Cantillo back to work. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Fastball for a strike. And a 1-1. Inside, just missed. Next pitch is outside. Smoked on the ground to second. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Now batting, right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Here comes Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
1 out, base is empty. And a strike. Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. Did not go. 1 down, base is empty. Missed with a changeup. And the count's full. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
The center fielder.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1.
Bellinger.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And here it comes. And that just misses.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
At the belt and fires. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Out towards right center field. Makes the grab on the run. And that is that. 1 left for the Yankees, and our score remains 2-1. Back here in Cleveland, set for the bottom of the 3rd. So in now for Cleveland, Will Brennan. And a pitch.
Brennan.
And a good eye there. That's inside. On the ground to the left, Volpe. Whips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Third baseman, Housman.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez had a breakout season in 2016 and has consistently put up great offensive numbers ever since. Great contact skills, and he can hit for pop. That's what makes Jose Ramirez so dangerous.
The wind and the pitch. Strike two.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
And that one lifted in the air center field. He's got it, and there's two away.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, David Fry. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Bellinger sizing it up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. In now is the Yankees DH, Jesus Sanchez. And the pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
This one in the air right field. Ranging back. Makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 11.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. First pitch, not close. The Guardians up by a run, top half of inning number 4. And 2-0 to the Yankees shortstop. Swings through that one for strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Calls it in, and there's 2 away.
The catcher, number 28.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
2 outs. Caught him looking for the K. So the Yanks go in order. They're down 2-1. Ready to go, bottom 4. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Mansardo. The wind of the pitch. Liner snagged at first.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Ryan Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Bo.
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Fastball for a strike. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong.
That's 3.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They lead it 2-1. Here in Cleveland, here's the third baseman, Oswaldo Cabrera.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
And he deals. Down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
The 1-1. Foul ball there. Way inside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So digging in, Jazz Chisholm Jr., who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
The batter, the left fielder,
Brett Myers. Now at the plate. A little bit low. The Guardians leading by a run. And we're at the top of the 5th. Cantillo checks over to first, and he's back. The pitch. Runner on the go. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. And the pitch. Upstairs. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And the pitch. And now the count filled up 3-2. Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. Chisholm, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. On the ground, 2 ball. To second for 1. And that's 2.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Lane Thomas.
The center fielder.
Heel back to work. Strike 1. Thomas, 28 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Got it by him for the K. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rate, Singh. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you've got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
Headed down the line. Reaches for it, but it's foul. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Base is empty, one away. You're in game one of this 3-game set. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Right through there for a strike.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs. Yeah, that's outside. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And the righty deals. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Goldie drifts towards it. He's got it, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Guardians 2 and the Yankees 1. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Hunter Gaddis. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Pitching for the Guardians, number 33, Hunter.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Leading off for the Yankees.
The wind of the pitch.
Number 99, Aaron.
And ball 1 to Judge. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Sam Hentges preparing to come on if needed. Off the mark there. And that's ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0. He's put himself in a really good spot.
And Judge takes a strike. Two and 1 on Judge. And that's too high. Cody Bellinger waiting for a turn at the plate. The pitch. And Judge spoils that one.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Bellinger now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. The Guardians up by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. In there at the knees for a strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. One down, base is empty.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one to first, Manzardo. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Offense held in check there. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Guardians 2 and the Yankees 1. Back now at Progressive Field. John Shambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Will Brennan. That's in there, and it's 0-1. All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
0-1 now. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Everything came together for him. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Fry stands in now and watches strike one. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Great jump. High fly ball down the left field line. Myers going back on this one, and it's off the wall. The run comes in to score from second, and they lead by 2.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Man at second with 1 away. And the batter now, Kyle Mansardo. That's in there. That's strike 1. And there's a ball. Man at second. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That misses, and the count's even at 2. Righty to the plate. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Kicks and deals. The punch out there, 2 gone.
Now batting.
And up next for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio.
Rocchio.
Fought off foul. One run across in the frame so far here in the bottom of the 6th. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over, but a run will score in the inning on this RBI double, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Sam Hentges.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The pitch. Little chopper rolls foul. The wide to kick the pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count even 1-1. The Yankees looking to rally. And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Three-two on the way. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
With the tying run at the plate, here the top half of inning number 7. That misses, and it's 2-1. In the air, center field. Makes the grab, 1 away. And next for New York, Austin Wells. 1 for 2.
Wells.
There's a strike at the knees. Next offered in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Sanchez leads off first with 1 away. Pitch misses, and it's 2-2. And that's down and away.
Well, in this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The tying run at the plate. In there, sets him down on strikes. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for.
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Tim Herron.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now here is Oswaldo Cabrera. Lifted in the air, right center field. Snags it on the run. And that's the 3rd out. The Yanks leave 1, and they still trail it here 3-1. We're
Now
back in a new
pitching for
pitcher
the New
here to
York
start the
Yankees.
bottom of the seventh. Mark
Number
Leiter
56.
Jr. This is his
Mark
5th appearance of the
Leiter
year.
Jr.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
For the Guardians, the catcher, Bo
And here it comes.
Naylor.
Popped up. Chisholm under it. Corrals it. And there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first
The
out of the
center
ball
fielder,
game.
number 8, Lane.
And stepping in is the speedy Lane Thomas. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the seventh. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A gigantic blast. His second home run of the game. It's 4-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Base is empty, one away. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. That one close, ruled a ball. 1-0. One down, base is empty. And now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Bounced up the middle. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. 1 for 3. There's a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
And a strike in there. The pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. Here comes a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That's down and in. And that one is in the dirt. Ball 2. To the right side, Chisholm. On to first, and that ends the inning. Guardians tack on another with this home run. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Cleveland, stepping in.
The second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Check swing, but he went too far, and that's strike 1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a swing and a miss there.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Got him looking. And one away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Now 1-1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Good eye right there.
3-1.
And that's ball 4.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Man at first, and now the right fielder, Aaron Judge. And fires in a fastball at 95. Aaron, in his second season, he features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a slurve, and he works in a sinker. That one's in there. 0-2 now.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 down. Bellinger up to hit.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Guardians leading by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. He goes down looking. 1 left for the Yankees, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ian Hamilton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Will Brennan. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And the pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Guardians, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And now, Jose Ramirez. One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. And now David Fry. Strike on the inside corner. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Two outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a ball popped up. Chisholm under it. Makes the catch. And that is that. Guardians fail to score, but they lead at 4-1. All set to start the 9th in this.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
This one, and stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. And a pitch. Fastball for a strike. catches the corner. Righty delivers. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff. Man off first base.
For the Yankees.
So man aboard, and here is Jesus Sanchez. And takes low for ball one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's a strike.
1 and 2.
Well struck right field. That one opts against the fence. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's the shortstop at the play, Anthony Volpe. Oh, that hit him. And they get the out after the ricochet. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Tying run at the plate. That one called a strike, and it's 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they're down to their final out. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. That one's in there, 0-1.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That one missed. At the belt and fires. That one's in there. That is strike two.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from the top line.
Now this one is hammered way back there. On its way and gone. And we are tied. A massive home run. His fourth home run of the season. And we have a tie ball game. It's 4-4. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Trevor Stephan gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Now pitching for the Guardians, number 37, Trevor.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Started to swing, held up. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Action in the pen down there. Paul Sewald up and loosening in the pen. Clase getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss. And it's
1 ball.
1-2.
2 strike.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Ball 2.
That one just misses.
2 balls.
2-2.
2 strike.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. Third out. But this clutch home run gets us even again. All even now at 4 apiece. You're watching Yankees baseball on the show, NYC.
Now
So coming into the game now on defense,
17.
Whit Merrifield. He
Whit
takes over as the new first baseman. Tim
Now
Hill
pitching for
gets the
the
ball
Yankees.
now.
Bringing in the
Number
lefty with the
41,
left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic
Hill.
bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Leading
So
off
in now for
the
Cleveland,
Guardians,
Kyle Manzardo.
the first baseman.
As the lefty gets to
Kyle
work. Oh, this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. They must be going crazy in the dugout. And the Guardians walk it off for the win.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.